You know, we talked about how the Phillies were on the track of the Atlanta Braves. Star has not been able to play this year, and they're making adjustments, making trades off to a good start.
And this guy here, John, for a lot of the is a spinner to the corner for a strike. Line up, 7 pitches, no swings.
Strikes, because every once in a while, now he's overthrowing his to do and vice versa, and who can execute and who can shock this 1-1.
One gets by Nola's position. Darvish,
I'll bet a hitter can tell you what's coming, but he's actually dipped that shoulder a little too low out of Darvish.
So runner and vision series. One thing they did do well is sit with runners.
See, that's what Darvish can do. Anytime behind in the count, he wants to go to that slide. See how the hitter just kind of buckles.
Hoskins with the first and a pop fly. And Trent Grisham is there. In this series, that is defense. Trent Grisham makes that first play in center field. Goldie out is one of the best defensive shortstops in baseball. Cronenworth and Myers on the right side. One gone in this first inning. Here is JT Realmuto.
This is a little bit of strength.
As dominant as anybody in baseball so far. Swat's first one foul.
You know, what hitters will tell you is if I go up there to sit on a breaking ball and I know a hyper zone,
it very well may work out.
Yeah, but the mindset though on the other team, I don't want to get beat with the fastball, so I'm always on the fastball just to the breaking ball. When the guy's in the 6th right outside.
In out bad on a roller to third. There's Machado.
Well, I've been looking forward to this matchup, Joe.
Yeah, I think we all have.
A pitcher's mind when you know you've given up a homer on a fastball.
Defense by the injuries, but lately he's looked like that MVP. 430 this year. Took the cutter inside.
You know what we noticed because we did ball. It's hard to tell as a hitter, though. You know, and really got hot.
1-0 pitch. He pulls one foul, and it's on again. This one gets by Nola. He's played baseball past his birthday. Prior to this season, he had never. Game 1 of the championship series. Runner at third, 2 gone. Big.
See the thing pop out of his hand that comes down late. Almost catches the strike zone.
For this guy. Harper swings and misses over the top, and it's 2-2. The bell.
Fastball. Not catching it.
Baby Cronenworth. The Crones.
Wow! That ERA would have been 0 had a play been made, but they're here and he wants to take the
Jurickson profile climbs in, takes ball 1. The Padres are. Jake Cronenworth saves a run, and the Padres come to 5-run 7th inning. It was started by a walk from this guy.
Wheeler's about as good as it gets getting downhill extension, so the hitter has less time to see the ball. Now, and then here it comes to the Phillies.
The rotation 2-2. It's a break pull to second for Gio.
This won't happen next year. The shift in the deep second.
1 gone in this first inning, and one of the top players in baseball. You face him as a pitcher, John, I would imagine. None of that matters.
On the San Diego Padres as the Phillies pitching staff, you circle 2 guys. There happen to be bad. To yourself is all right.
Joe, we talked about
solo home runs. That's the theory of the postseason.
It's the centerpiece of arguably the biggest trade the sport has ever seen. Always 6 players, including several top prospects.
97, 97, 98.
You know, we talked about how the Phillies were on the track of the Atlanta Braves. Star has not been able to play this year, and they're making adjustments, making trades off to a good start.
And this guy here, John, for a lot of the season, put this team. He winds up not playing a game. This guy, for a lot of the year, has 2 gone for. Loves the first pitch, goes after it, comes up empty.
Machado, but he's going to have to be effective away. Throw in front. Strikes. Their bullpen was a little bit shaky, to say the least, over the last 3 years, and even this year. And they moved some pieces around, got some guys hot.
Machado in the 4th year of that 10-year contract. Unofficial captain to the inside edge. And game 4,
he says this year he's gotten back to
game is essentially.
He's gotten off to good starts. I mean, a lot of his home runs are in the first.
They got 3 innings from trying to set the tone early here. 1-2 for Wheeler is a good race. No walks. The thing that Machado had last 2 months, but for a lot of the year, this is a one-man show offensively.
That even speaks to the volumes to the year he's had, because he doesn't have that supporting actor.
The home of the 1-2, ball 2.
That's where Machado goes after it, but that ball came out of his hand low enough to where
Manny Machado down the right field line, a souvenir.
They're playing earlier than they do at night. Ball doesn't travel very well here. It's good. Bad about that is the command is effective. His landing foot, you want all that timing working together. And he's gone higher, but he loves the inner part of the strike zone. So once he established the duty
over the second half of the year, it's been a whole lot better in his second season.
He wanted to go after. So that tells you all you need to know if you're reading the body language on the bat of the hit.
Two of the National League Championship Series. Coverage starting at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific, and then at 7:30 Eastern. Game one of the ALCS between the Astros and the Yankees on TBS. Luis Garcia comes on to pitch. 2, 3, and 4 for the Phillies in the ninth. Rhys Hoskins takes strike one, and Phillies fans are saying, hey, we recognize that guy. Spent the first 6 seasons of his career in Philadelphia and has been on a journey since. Padres are his 5th different team over the last 5 years. 35-year-old having a nice season. Home with an 0-1 pitch. With a head 0-2.
Well, good luck trying to hit that pitch. 42 strikeouts on it. How's this? 0.48.
Yeah.
Average. Is that pretty good?
That's pretty good. Yeah, 3 for 60 against his slider.
Yeah.
And a fastball. Can he turn up to 101? Garcia and Nola come together, and Garcia catches it for the first out of the ninth.
Attaboy.
Take charge,
Come on, pitchers. Don't give in.
Quick word after this catch. We got to give it its due. It's a pitcher taking charge, making a catch.
I mean, what's easier? Pitcher doing that or catcher over the shoulder?
I mean, that's an impressive display of all things good right there. Pitcher coming off the mound to catch it. Now a quick word from Evan Williams Bourbon.
Postseason calls for award-winning bourbon. Evan Williams, 1783 small batch.
Real Muto goes after the first one, backs up Kim. 2 gone here in the ninth.
Wow, Kim's got a sneaky cannon. I mean, he made that look from deep short like no big deal.
Touch as high as 95 on a throw this year. He averages 87 miles per hour on his throws from short. That's the best arm of any shortstop in baseball.
Yeah, I mean, good luck on the left side of the field. Any ball hit on the ground with Machado, who throws. You ever see him throw to bat first? Never.
No. And it's always right on time, like just in time. Kind of plays with the runners. 2 gone in the ninth inning. Bryce Harper, who started the scoring with a home run. Phillies got their second run and another homer. Kyle Schwarber back wrinkle for strike one. And it is a breaking ball. Schwarber was ready. 2 coming up, and Jose Alvarado is going to be the choice. So they got the 7 innings from Wheeler, dominant 8th from Dominguez. And Alvarado will be looking for the save. 0-2 on Harper.
From a guy that right-handed throws 100 occasionally to the guy who throws the most 100-mile-an-hour fastballs in baseball.
It's amazing. Who doesn't these days? Everybody coming out of those pens throwing gas. Garcia's 0-2. A Padre offense that has scored in one of its last 20 innings. Try to beat the buzzer here in game 1. A 1-2. Harper flips it to right. There's Soto. This game goes to the bottom of the 9th. The Phillies 2, the Padres nothing. Alvarado comes on. Nola, Profar, and Soto with Machado looming.
Such a vibrant thing, a vibrant thing. And even though we both fly, give each other space and not the evil eye.
To the bottom of the 9th we go. Phillies with home runs from Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber. 7 scoreless innings from Zach Wheeler tonight. Some hoop stars, former hoop stars in the building tonight. Ralph Sampson is good friends with the GM A.J. Preller. Current star Paul George. And Bill Walton, the San Diego native, taking this game in. 2 for the tie, 3 for the win for these Padres. And this place is revved up, trying to will their team to a comeback win as Jose Alvarado, the hard-throwing lefty, comes on for the bottom of the 9th.
Well, some teams have that kind of flavor for this, and it seems like the Padres have learned how to kind of hang in these games and then find a way to explode and make this crowd go crazy. And of course, Alvarado wants to early on set the tone by throwing strikes. Again, he can lose the strike zone. He did not do it against the Braves, and the Phillies are hoping he doesn't do it here in the 9th.
Well, the Phillies have no set closer. So Dominguez handles the 8th. Alvarado here for the 9th. A guy that is in his second season in Philadelphia, and it was so bad early on that he was sent to AAA. Darvish, that's the only way he's given up runs this postseason. But to this point, no support. He went into the manager's office the day they clinched, and he said, look, I want to pitch every day. 7th postseason game for the Phils. 6th appearance for Jose Alvarado. And it begins with a strike to Austin Nola.
And you know what that tells me is he's more connected pitching more often, because now he's connected to the strike zone. And when the ball comes out of his hand, it really looks like a golf ball, and it just disappears because it has movement and velocity.
After Nola, top of the order in Profar. 1 ball, 1 strike. Padres led the National League this year. 12 walk-off wins.
Are we going to see the brother matchup tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. Buckle up, buddy. Aaron and Austin. Here's a 1-1. Pop foul. And it's 1-2. Game 2 of the championship series. He started by Aaron Nola, who's been fantastic for the Phillies, part of their great rotation. And his brother Austin. They've seen each other a couple times. They're tied at 1. Aaron struck him out the first time. Austin had the game-winning hit against Aaron in a 1-0 win earlier this year. Tiebreaker in the championship series. 1-2 pitch. Chopper to short. Bryson stop. 1 gone in the 9th inning.
Can't say enough for what Stott has been able to do since playing shortstop for the Philadelphia Phillies. Of course, Didi Gregorius was there, and Stott, well documented when he got called up, overmatched at the plate, and he's really helped solidify that defense for the Phillies, which was a huge question mark coming into the season.
He's helped solidify it at short. Getting Marsh in center field has helped. They're able to do things here in the postseason like we saw earlier. Defensive sub in one of the corners. Matt Vierling in for Schwarber in left. Showing things up as best they can. And a tight game here. 2-0 as Profar stands in. Ball 1.
Well, Profar has one job, and it doesn't matter if he gets hit by a pitch, walk, bloops a hit. He's got to get on base for the boys behind him to bring the tying run to the plate.
It's what he did in the decisive inning in the division series. He's ahead 2-0. He walked against Tommy Kane to start that 5-run 7th inning. And then they got 4 consecutive singles in an inning that they're going to talk about for years here in San Diego. A 2-0. Ball 3 on Profar with Soto next.
Almost guiding a couple after he went ball 1, just trying to place it in that strike zone, and he's got to let it eat in the strike zone is where he's been successful.
Strike 1.
That was his best pitch at 100 miles an hour because he knew, automatic take, throw it down the middle, see if it can hit his way on. Definitely don't want to walk him.
On a 3-1 pitch, Profar watches ball 4. And Juan Soto comes to the plate representing the tying run. Realmuto out to chat with Alvarado. And Juan Soto, one of the greatest young hitters the game has ever seen. It's been a rocky couple months in San Diego. Had his biggest hit the last time he came up in a big spot. He tied the game against the Dodgers on Saturday night. He's got a chance to do the same here in Game 1 of the championship series.
He likes to see pitches and not afraid to hit deep in the count. But if there's ever a time where he's cherry picking one pitch, could it be here after a walk trying to drive something? But he has been very comfortable just patiently working the count. It's almost as if he sees the pitcher, what he's got on that night, and then adjusts after that.
Here we go. Juan Soto. Chops one left side. Bohm to second. One wide throw. The Phillies defense unravels.
Because of the shift, that's why that was a tough play. You're asking Bohm to hit a shortstop that's not supposed to be there. But because they have the shift, watch what he's doing. See, the first move by Stotts was the wrong move. And so now he wasn't able to go to the bag, and he wasn't in position to handle that throw, leading him towards first base. The first move by Stotts was the one towards third base, and because that's an awkward position for the shortstop to turn the double play, a little bit of chaos here.
The Phillies defense was the biggest reason for concerns for them this year. It remains that, even though they've shored it up. And it rears its ugly head at the worst time. And opens the door for Manny Machado. The tying run is now aboard. Machado represents the winning run.
I mean, this is the Padres' year in a nutshell. It has been close games, and lift the roof off of the stadium if they're able to win this game here in the ninth.
Machado hit 17 go-ahead home runs this season. That was third in the major leagues. And what a strike one.
Well, the outfield's playing as deep as they can. They want to cut off any double because Soto can run it first. And playing deep, anything that's not hit firm is going to fall in. But they're trying to protect against that second run. They don't really care about that first run at second base.
Off the end of the bat to right. Castellanos is there. 2 gone in the ninth inning as Alvarado gets Machado. And a momentary sigh of relief for the Phillies and their fans. Not out of the woods yet as Josh Bell comes up. Now the Padres had 2 base runners over the first 8 innings of this game. They've got 2 here in the ninth. The walk for Profar. Soto reaches on an error. Now the Phillies only have 3 hits in this game. 2 of them, though, left the yard. They lead 2-0 with 2 gone in game 1. Josh Bell, the other part of the Soto trade. Swings and misses. 1-0-1 for strike one.
That's kind of the area that Josh Bell likes, too. Out over the plate. Wasn't able to catch up that one.
His one hit in this postseason was a home run against Max Scherzer.
And he has 17 of them. Over 95 miles an hour hit for home runs.
0-1 pitch. Bell takes ball 1. 7 scoreless from Wheeler tonight. They make the decision to hand it to the bullpen. Dominguez a scoreless 8. Alvarado pitching with traffic in the 9th. On a 1-1, Josh Bell swings and misses, and the Padres are down to their last strike. Tying run aboard, winning run at the plate. 2 gone, 9th inning. 1-2 pitch. Got him! Phillies take game 1.
You know the tying runs at the plate.
Game 1.
If somebody gets on base.
In the 9th inning. And a pair of Soto home runs. Harper and Schwarber behind 7 scoreless from Zach Wheeler. It's a 2-0 win for Philadelphia.
Yeah, tight game. I think a lot of them are going to be tight, and way to come back if you're Alvarado after walking the leadoff hitter to get to Soto, and then the play behind him didn't get made. It says a lot of his ability to pick up his teammates and make some really good pitches with Machado and, of course, Bell to end the game.
That's his.
These were two nasty pitches that you're trying to get a swing and a miss if you can, and this ball disappears on the inside part. It's a hard cutting slider that just buries down and in, and Bell pretty good at not expanding the zone. That ball was in the zone for a long time, and what a big moment right there for Philadelphia Phillies. They started their quest on the road. They will never have home field advantage, and they don't care.
Yeah. They wiped the hot coals off of Alec Bohm over there at third, whose error made things a little too close for comfort for Jose Alvarado in the 9th inning. Ultimately, it is 2-0 final score. 4 hits combined in this first game of the championship series. All the pitchers that came in really good in this one. Let's go down to the field with Ken Rosenthal.
Thanks, Joe. Zach, 7 scoreless innings, 1 hit allowed, 1 walk. What made you so successful?
I don't know. Had to get those nerves out of the way at first. And then, I settled in, stolen strikes, trying to get ahead of guys. And that's kind of the biggest thing that you can do.
83 pitches, yet your velo was down a little bit in the 7th. Did you feel it was time?
Yeah. I talked to Topper in between innings, and that was kind of the plan.
You spent a month or so on the DL or the IL, and yet it seemed to do you really good. Your velo came up, you felt better. Looking back, was that the right move?
I think so. I needed that time on the IL. My elbow was a little sore, so I think it was a smart thing to do at that time of the season. And I think it was the right thing to do.
Zach, thanks very much.
Thanks.
Now over to Tom Verducci.
Thanks, Ken. JT, 9th inning, a play is not made. Machado stepping in the box as the go-ahead run. You go out to the mound. Tell me about the conversation with Jose Alvarado.
Basically just told him to stay confident and keep attacking the zone. He's an incredible pitcher with really good stuff, and when he's attacking the zone, you see how the results are. So I just wanted to go out there, slow him down a little bit, make sure he was calm, and he attacked him from there, so it was great.
We saw how electric Zach Wheeler was tonight. You had the best view from behind the plate. Describe what he brought to the mound tonight.
He was exactly what he's been all season for us. He was in his presence in the dugout. He's so calm. When he gets on the mound, he's so calm, and then he's just, blowing gas by everybody, throwing 98 both sides of the plate. He was just incredible for us tonight, and like I said, he's been doing it all season long.
Speaking of all season long, tomorrow you get the ball to Aaron Nola, who has not given up an earned run this postseason, behind Zach Wheeler in Game 2 with a 1-0 lead. How do you like your position here in San Diego?
Yeah, we definitely like our position. Obviously, we love having Nola on the mound, but that's a really good offense over there, so it's going to be a challenge for us. But I think we got the right guy to get through it.
JT, thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
You'd rather have it this way.
All right, Tom.
6th first pitch out, by the way.
Zach Wheeler, 7 scoreless innings in the rotation for the Phillies in the postseason, a 1.17 ERA. Tomorrow they've got Aaron Nola, their co-ace with Zach Wheeler, trying to send him back to Philadelphia with a 2-0 series lead. 2-0 final score. Great pitchers duel. Great set of guys out there with the post-game show. Kevin Burkhardt, take it away, my man.
All right, Joe, thank you so much.
stop, flies one to